If you're buying, selling, or generating tax debt leads, 2026 may be one of the biggest opportunities we've seen in years. Why? Because the IRS is becoming more aggressive, consumers are feeling more pressure, and tax resolution firms are actively looking for more qualified prospects. Tax debt remains one of the most active customer acquisition categories in consumer finance, and the firms that understand intent, speed to lead, and lead type are winning market share. Today, I want to walk through what's happening in the tax debt market, what types of leads buyers are using, and why demand continues to grow. A lot of consumers spent the last year assuming IRS collections would slow down. Instead, enforcement activity continues. Consumers dealing with back taxes, penalties, wage garnishments, tax liens, levies, and unfiled returns are actively searching for solutions. Tax relief companies know this, which is why many are increasing their marketing budgets and looking for additional lead volume. The reality is simple. When the government increases collection activity, consumer demand for tax resolution services right along with it. One of the biggest mistakes I see is treating all tax debt leads the same. They're not. Real-time leads are delivered immediately after a consumer submits a form. These prospects typically have the highest intent because they're actively looking for help at that exact moment. The challenge is speed. If a company isn't prepared to respond immediately, performance drops quickly. Age leads are simply former real-time leads that are worked later in the buying cycle. Many buyers dismiss age leads, but tax debt problems often take months to resolve. That makes age data extremely valuable when paired with proper follow-up systems. The best buyers understand how each lead type fits their sales process. One of the biggest misconceptions in lead generation is that lower cost automatically means better ROI. That's simply not true. A cheap lead with low intent can become extremely expensive after wasted labor, poor contact rates, and missed opportunities. Meanwhile, a higher cost prospect who is actively searching for help may generate significantly better conversion rates and ultimately produce a stronger return on investment. The most successful tax relief companies focus less on CPL and more on matching lead type to their internal sales strategy. That's where profitability is really created. Another major factor driving demand is growing consumer confusion. Recent legal and enforcement developments have made navigating tax problems more difficult for the average taxpayer. Many consumers believe they can resolve complex IRS issues on their own, only to discover the process is far more complicated than expected. As enforcement expands and private collection efforts increase, more people are turning to professional tax resolution firms for help. For marketers and lead buyers, that means demand for qualified tax debt leads remains extremely strong. The best tax debt lead buyers usually share a few common traits. They focus on fast response times, aggressive follow-up, strong compliance practices, multi-channel communication. Consistent operational execution. Many firms blame lead quality when the real problem is process. The companies that respond quickly and stay in front of prospects typically outperform competitors that rely on a single phone call and hope for the best. In tax debt, execution often matters as much as the lead itself. Tax debt continues to be one of the strongest consumer finance verticals in lead generation. IRS enforcement activity, consumer financial pressure, and growing demand for professional help are creating significant opportunities for tax relief companies and marketers alike. The firms that win won't simply buy more leads. They'll understand consumer intent, move faster than the competition, and build systems that consistently convert opportunities into clients. If you'd like to discuss tax debt leads, inbound calls, or customer acquisition strategies, feel free to reach out. And if you found this video useful, subscribe for more content on lead generation, marketing, and consumer acquisition.